corny. Get stuck in the maze, we never suffer fools. Had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, it's the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The Lance now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're throwing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Taylor is in. Touchdown 49ers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lance going to hold on to it.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Rolling to his right.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Shotgun now for Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. To throw, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 35.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Cousins now from the 50. Open heat. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got room at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go. Fight, 60. Fight, 2. Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down is Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On first down, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the leg.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
The kick by Gold is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Takes it at the 7.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. He's got him in. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Throwing, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Cousins to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection.
You call touchdown, Vikings! Odell Beckham, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Staying on his feet.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They said beginning of the season they